Salutations friends and welcome to our first video on the Fallen God campaign for SpellForce 3. So the trolls have their own faction back, and I can tell you right now, they're easily becoming my favorite faction. This design feels much closer to SpellForce 1's trolls, but also their gameplay, it fits them really well. You'll see later on. Exploring Urgath with them seems pretty great. The world of EO has so much to explore, and honestly, I hope we get more DLC like this. I'm pretty hyped if you haven't noticed already. Keep in mind, I never thought we would see the trolls get their own faction again after SpellForce 2, but thankfully, here we are. So, let's begin. I think we can handle hard. I can always change it back if I want to, but I think we'll go with hard. Yeah, I have my own campaign started. I don't think that's going to interfere.
When fate decides a troll must bow, Chieftain Narjak Firstborn told his cub. Agrog must carry the tribe now. Narjak has spoken. Slowly, Agrog looked up from the bloody mud. Agrog cannot. He is not ready. Narjak's gaze was like fog. Take care of them, cub. Them and him. Both.
So, just two quick things I loved about this. I love the voice acting, love the wallpaper, but also the loading times seem much better here. Also love the way they refer to themselves in third person, which is awesome. Okay, so let's start. Oh, I thought we would get a cinematic, but no. We'll start with character customization. So I love his looks. I love them all already, so I don't think I'll change much. Agrog, of course I'll go with the way of crushing things, which is pretty much your warrior style. Yeah, I think it matches both shields and two-handed weapons. I think he starts with two-handed weapon. No. Dual wielding. Yeah, he starts with dual wielding. We'll see later on what I'll get, but certainly the way of crushing things. I'll try and match his portrait since we can't change it. It's a more narrative focused campaign, and I'm fine with it. His tusks seems pretty close. Doesn't have the stripes, but I think it fits them. Same goes for their skin color. They are the Moonskin, so Moonskin tribe, I would say they are pretty light in terms of color. More greyish. I think SpellForce 1's trolls were also greyish in tone. So yeah, haircuts, yeah, no, you'll just be bald, all of them. But honestly, he looks awesome, so let's keep him like that. So accessories, yeah, we have some changes, but I think I'll keep him like that. That's more rings, but you can't see it with all the fur. Honestly, I don't care. Just leave him like that. So, we have more synergy here with the attributes. Since we need willpower and constitution, let's go with both. Also, what's the one we need? Oh, so just that. I'll get a couple of points into strength. Just so we can get some shields or... Also, health regeneration is gonna be great. We do get a healer, I think. But yeah, we can check that out later. Grungwar, so he'll be our mage. Trolls aren't that great in terms of magic, but they can do some hexes. Which is a... They did change some of that. I don't think the trolls ever were great mages. I do get some of the lore, but I'm not an expert, so... Let's see, he has a ring on his nose, so let's see if we can get that. Yep. Yeah, let's get all of them in the same skin tone, that grayish tone. He will be our mage. Well, as much of a mage as a troll can get. Okay, so Gift of Nature. That would give us some healing, right? Or his own abilities will give us some healing, so that's... yeah, I think I'll go with Nature. Does fit the trolls, I think. Necromancy, yeah, we'll see about that later. Noag. Can't wait to see Noag in action. He will get... let's see. Okay, so Constitution. Let's get... max him out on that. Could get some more health regeneration. That seems acceptable. Make him more greyish. I won't change anything else. Yeah. So Zaska. Obviously much smaller than the others. So what's the greyish? That's 7. Huh. Well, I think he is supposed to be different from the others. But I think it's just in terms of size, but... yeah, I think that's great. I'll use him as my thrower? Or hurler, or whatever you want to call the trolls. Yeah, that's it. So it does need strength and dexterity. Bit more willpower, but seems to be balanced. Doesn't have any rings or... yeah, I think it's enough. Already spent too long on this, so let's go ahead and accept it. Okay, what am I missing here? Huh. What the... oh, right. Grungwar. So we'll need to max out your willpower and intelligence. 5. Give him a couple of points in Constitution, just so he can handle some damage. Yeah, the amount of health points. Yeah, let's go with that. So let's begin.
Shield the tribe, and shield Noag. Those were Chieftain Narjak's last words to his cub Akrog after a ballista bolt from the Tusk Hunters pierced right through his chest. Fabled warrior, leader of the Moonkin Trolls, last of the mythical firstborn, killed by elven poachers. It was not only Narjak's heart the bolt impaled that day, but also that of the Moonkin tribe. Weakened by the terrible blood-rot plague and decimated by the hunters, they had long been struggling for survival. With their mighty chieftain gone, the last ray of hope still shining was Noag, Akrog's younger sibling who had inherited Narjak's legendary power. The chieftain's wish for Akrog to succeed him surprised many kin, but it surprised Akrog most of all. True, he was a strong and honorable warrior, but far from the Moonkin's best. All he had was the peculiar gift to hear the voices of the dead, and an iron will to do right by his sire's last words. Was he ready for this? He could not say. Yet when the tribe demands, a troll must bow. And so Akrog found himself giving his first command as a chieftain to be. The Moonkin would travel to Mugwa's cradle, a shrine guarded by the Bonekin Trolls, to perform the Devouring, the sacred ritual where the new chieftain consumed the old chieftain's heart to take up his role. This story begins the day the Bruised tribe arrived at the cradle, where Akrog, joined by his mentor Grungwar and his trusted one Zaska, ventured out to find a holy plant for the ritual, Mugwar's Tear. Little did Akrog know that the true trial of the Moonkin Trolls had just begun. No matter what the Trolls may think of Chieftain Akrog, Trust not the foul tusks who say he had everything given to him on a moon silver platter. All because his sire was chieftain before him. Oh no, little cubs. The hunger, the blood rot, the hunters. The Moonkin had become but a shadow, and in the span of a day, it became Akrog's calling to lead them back to Mugwa's light. The day he and his two companions went out to prepare Narjak's last rites would be but the beginning of his troubles.
Are these the ones?
Magwa's tears, the sacred plants, blessed by the goddess herself.
Pity she always cries in hard-to-reach places. It was a rotten pain to get here.
One blew Makrog to embalm the chieftain's corpse for the devouring. Harm not the others.
Akrog wants not to disrespect Mugwa, but why can they not pluck more? This is a brittlebone ruin. If the Moonkin pluck them not, someone else will.
Akrog speaks true, but still, the laws demand it. These blooms are gifts from Mugwa to the sacred earth, and the only time a troll can rip them from the soil is for the rites.
Akrog understands.
Awesome. Already, I love how they talk to each other. I mean, they sound dumb, but they can't all be dumb. And again, it seems like a pretty old troll tribe, and there's even I remember like reading something about that as he aged, he wasn't exactly old, I think, but he seemed, well, not as stupid and aggressive. I mean, they're all aggressive, but still, they can't just be morons charging everything. I like this change.
Akrog remembers hearing that the Brittlebones use these blooms too, no? The sharp-eared ones.
The elves, it is true. They call them Lenya, and greedily tear them from the soil to use for their hexes. A typical lightling ways if Grungwar is asked. They think themselves so much holier than the dark races. But in the end, all they do is take, and take.
Akrog has a question. If the blooms are so powerful, perhaps they could help with the blood rot. Surely Mugwa would understand.
Akrog's sire said the same thing.
He said that? When?
Oh, hundreds of moons ago. Back when the blood rot first showed. Akrog was still a little cub, and little Moonblood was not yet born. The eyes picked 3 blooms, and Shepherd Crumb brewed a potion from them. But it helped not. In truth, it only made the trolls that drank it worse.
Worse?
The hex power of the blooms is too strong, even for a troll's flesh.
All right.
And it is done. The bloom has been plucked.
Back to the cradle then? Before the big little oaf Noag goes mad with worry, thinking they tumbled off a cliff. Akrog still thinks they should have taken Noag with them. It would have helped his dark thoughts.
Noag's gloom is the reason it would have been unwise to take him. Give him time to mourn. As the moon blood, and soon the same blood of the chieftain, he knows there will be little of that in the moons to come.
Grungwar speaks true.
Here.
Let them march back. They have lost too much time already.
Wait, before they leave, Grungwar has an unusual wish. He would like to pluck a bloom for himself.
What for? The devouring?
No, it is The Moonkin have been running for so long, Chieftain. Grungwar dreams that one day they will find a true home somewhere. A tribe camp to last, so to speak.
That is a fool's dream. As long as the Moonkin are hunted, they need to keep moving. And either way, what have Mugwa's tears to do with this?
Well, it may sound foolish, but Grungwar would like to hold on to that bloom and then plant it in the Moonkin's future tribe camp, like a totem of hope, to show how far the Moonkin have come. But the choice lies with Agrog. After all, it is against Mugwa's laws.
Right. I think we'll allow it. I'll just get more of this dialogue out of the way. Huh.
Why is Grungwar asking for Akrog's blessing? Akrog is not chieftain yet.
Yet, by the next sun up, he will be.
Believes Grungwar truly that this tribe camp will ever exist?
To speak the truth, he knows not. But to use Chieftain Nargic's words, when a troll must choose between hope and fear, why choose the latter? So he can be prepared. One can prepare for the worst, while still hope for the best. Fear only darkens the mind.
Can the bloom survive that long?
It can. But forget not, Agrog. These are no normal blooms, but ones that brim with Magwa's hex power. Grungwar will need to take good care of it, of course.
Okay, we should respect the law, but I think I'll let him keep it. Huh. I think I chose respect with my own campaign, but I'll let him pick it.
Fine. Grungwar can pick it.
Grungwar thanks the chieftain. He... there, old fur. His precious little bloom. Zoska should not have done that. The blooms are sacred. Well, Zoska just did, and he still stands here, looking as good as ever. Now, how about they leave this place?
Fine. Back to the cradle, then.
Grungwar is
Right,
ready.
so you can finally use them. You can actually hear their footsteps. Awesome. Let me just get their skills in order.
Madman's plan from the start.
What?
Is trusted one all right?
He is. That way.
Okay, so he's listening already.
Maybe that big stick will help.
The big stick, right. Okay, so let's check out their abilities. So Akrog, I'll go with the standard warrior stuff. And also my favorite classes. Okay. More pain, which is awesome. The descriptions are also pretty damn great. Causes more pain when he attacks enemies. Huh. Okay. Leading the way seems pretty damn good. That movement buff will help us out later on. Tribal Dash. We can do without it for a while, I think. Grungwar, I want that healing quickly. I think that's it. Yep. Later on it's going to be much better. How about this? Nice. Okay. I think we're done with that. Zaska. More ingredients? Huh. Infectious bile. Yeah, deadly throw will be useful. But also... Huh. Interesting. I don't think I've ever used that, but seems useful. Enemies... yeah, infect enemies with plague from cave worms. Huh, yeah, let's go with that first. But I didn't really pay attention to this, and I should. Maybe it's worthless, but I don't think so.
Interesting. And it is open. Strange.
Maybe Zaramak could learn a thing or two from these ruins.
Brittle bone craftsmanship never brings anything good. He will protect the tribe.
It is like the other one, but the stick is missing.
At his service.
Also try and send Akrok first. The others seem a bit more fragile.
That should work.
Let Akrog see. This works not.
Oh, really? Okay.
Grunwald.
Easy. They will regret this.
Okay, these resources should prove useful later on.
Can Sasuke help?
Let's grab all of them.
Destroy them.
Grunwald, look out!
The tribe must survive.
What can he do
You
for
two
the tribe?
attack this one.
Dead. Maybe take them back for food.
Bugs are bad for the guts. Sasuke had to learn that the hard way.
Huh. Some potions, finally.
The blood
Another
of the
good
tribe.
change in this campaign is... Okay, let me know. Any more enemies? No. Until we click that, there won't be. We can actually destroy anything else, or just take it down and gather some more. Also, these ingredients aren't useless. We can sell them or dismantle them to create our own weapons, but that's something for later on.
Let Akrog see.
The Moonkin cannot go through here.
True. But there is a hex stone. If they can kindle the...
There they are. Trusted one, Nurbok One-Eye. What is he doing here?
Looking for them. The fat Bonekin chieftain was getting worried.
The tears were harder to find than they thought.
Cub Akrog, Nurbok will tell him one more time. The Moonkin should break off the devouring and move on. If they stay in this clearing for too long, the hunters will come for them.
Nurbok, they talked about this. The chieftain must be devoured, so Magwa can pass on his power to the chosen chieftain. Narjok would want...
What Narjok would want is for the tribe to survive. But Nurbok has said his piece. It is clear the tribe would rather listen to a fresh tusk cobbling who hears voices in the wind.
Huh. I don't remember which dialogue choice I chose. Huh. I think I'll go with 3.
Narjak was Akrog's sire. If anyone knows what he would have wanted, it is Akrog.
What? Has Akrog become a lightling now, where blood ties matter more than one's tribe? It is true, Akrog is Narjak's cub, but that makes him no closer to Narjak than any other kin.
Nurbok speaks true, Akrog. He may be Narjak's cub and feel a strong bond to him, but a cub belongs to the tribe, regardless of his sire. That is what Magwa's laws demand.
There. Listen to Grunwar.
Right. What's this buff here? Legendary Warrior. Holy shit. Okay then.
Nurbok knows that Akrog wanted not to be chieftain. His sire, Narjak, chose this.
In his dying moments, with a big brittle bone throwing spike through his chest, he either chose Akrog because dying made him confused, or simply because Akrog was his cub. Nurbok knows not what is more pathetic.
Nurbok, it was the chieftain's word.
That makes it no less wrong.
Also, it's pretty awesome that Narjak, I never thought they would come to this conclusion, but having a firstborn troll? Super interesting. I wish we could have gotten to at least see him. But again,
What should he do?
awesome plot point.
The eyes have not seen hunters for 6 sundowns now. Nurbok really believes they are in danger?
The tribe is always in danger, and they will never be safe. Not as long as the Tusk Hunters are out there. Not as long as the Blood Rot takes warrior after warrior and kills their cubs before they are born. Not as long as there is never enough to eat. A true ray of sunshine. No one asked for Small Tusk's opinion.
Oh. Okay, let's go with 3.
Sire Narjak was the last firstborn of the Trolls, and the greatest chieftain there ever was. He deserves to leave this world with honor.
Zazka could not agree more. If everyone got what they deserved, every worker would have their own iron beak. Make no mistake. Nurbok treasured Narjak like he treasures Grungwar. But Narjak was a great chieftain because he put others first. Surely Akrog knows that, after what his sire did for Nurbok and Akrog both. Akrog knows, Nurbok. But what honor have the Trolls left if they let these rotten brittle bones crush even their most sacred traditions? Now, can Nurbok kindle the Hexstone? He can. Oh, and Zaska Small Tusk? What? Nurbok knows the Small Tusk has been scheming. He will keep an eye on him. Then how will he see where he is going?
What was Nurbok talking about? About Zazka scheming?
Scheming makes it sound very bad. He will tell Trusted One Akrog after the devouring.
Okay, so he's eating a bear, okay?
What is Akrog waiting for? They need to bring the tears to the Bonekin.
That bear. Nurbok crushed it?
Nurbok crushed it, but it was already hurt when he came here. Maybe a Bonekin hunter killed it then. Or a brittle bone. Anuk's eyes have scouted the jungle. They say there is no one in sight, neither Brittlebone nor Greenskin. True. Well, it will be a good meal for the ill and wounded. Nurbok will take it back to the tribe. A wise idea. Best ask Crumb who needs it most.
Why would Nurbok accuse Zazka of scheming?
Ask him himself. The Small Tusk is standing right there. And he was about to say the same thing. Akrog, Zazka will tell him after the devouring. Now is not the time.
Fine. Akrog will leave now. Will Nurbok join the devouring?
He will. But there is something else he has to look into first.
Sharp tusks and thick hide, then.
Zazka is listening.
I mean, look at that health pool. Oof.
Akrog is ready.
Okay, let's just keep going.
What is
Grab
this?
that wood. More bugs.
What should he do? Destroy them.
They should be more challenging, which is why we should drop a totem.
They should die next. Ready for action. Why must they plague the Moonkin?
Also, there's... I like to think of their magic, or their totems and such, as kind of like the greenskins in Warhammer, where they're...
Something about this jungle always makes Akrog's hide crawl.
The blood drop in the cradle. It is full of Magwa's power, making life and plants flourish all around it. Pity all that power does beak shit to keep the hunters and slavers away. Is something wrong, Zaska? No, of course not.
Sasuke is such a dick. But again, as I was saying, the orcs in Warhammer are decent mages. But I'd like to think that the trolls and their magic is only as powerful as they believe it to be. It's more their bodies that are so tough.
What can he do for the tribe? He might be
Okay, let's
old,
take
but his
here.
tusks are still sharp.
Cabrax here reminds me of the ogres in Warhammer a lot.
Grungwar is here. Akrog is ready.
And he's also as fat as an ogre.
Akrog is listening. By the holy hide, if it is not chosen Chieftain Akrog Bone Crusher. Cabrax was about to ask the bones if something happened to them.
Chieftain Cabrax, Magwa prays. It is true, finding the tears was harder than they thought. The Brittlebone ruin was swarming with bugs. good for the tears, bad for the many brittle-boned treasure hunters who search them. Ha! Come, show him. Ah, good. Very good. Mugwa will be pleased. Now all they need is a tooth.
A sacred pierce stick. The Bonekin have none of their own.
Oh, of course they do. But the Moonkin will need to shape their own for their sacrifice. Speaking of the sacrifice, has the Moonkin's bloodgiver arrived yet? Anuk? When Akrog left to find the tears, the Moonkin Eye Master said he could not be found. Oh, he has arrived, it is true, a few hours ago. He wanted to be alone with his prayers, though, so Cabrax let him and his trusted one into the shrine. Cabrax understands, of course. Being a bloodgiver is a great honor, but it may not feel that way right now.
I mean, the voice acting is awesome. Who they are, I have no idea, but they should give some credit to... I'm sure they do, but still, it would be nice to see who they are. These people do amazing work. I mean, all of SpellForce 3 has amazing voice actors, but the trolls, they're amazing. Props to whoever was part of this.
Akrog still understands not why the bones chose Anuk. The Moonkin need all the healers they can get, and his trusted one will be crushed.
Grongwar told Akrog, the bones are the will of Magua, and when she decides, the kin obeys.
Elder Grongwar said it, but Cabrax will speak long prayers for his trusted one.
Ah, splendid. That solves the problem.
Zaska, show respect.
Are the sacrifices truly necessary? The Moonkin have lost so many kin already, especially after the last hunter attack. It feels like a sin to kill another, even for the devouring. Cabrax understands, Akrog. But without the blood sacrifice, the Bone King cannot summon Mugwa's cub, and without the cub as a river for her hex power, they cannot give the chieftain's power to the chosen chieftain. It is a great price, but a troll must pay it.
Especially Cabrax's voice actor. Just awesome.
Akrog understands. He will talk to him once Cabrax allows them into the shrine. Akrog should. Itzkar, the Bonekin Bloodgiver, would like to speak with him too, but they will cross that swamp when they come to it. How can they shape a tooth? Grongwar said it. It is a sacred weapon. Just like how the Moonkin shape their other weapons. All Akrog must do is find a hexed brittlebone weapon, scrap it, then have the Moonkin Master Scrapper use the parts to shape the tooth. Can they not use the Bonekin's tooth? The Moonkin have no time. No. If the Moonkin want the Bonekin to do the devouring, they must respect the tradition. All right. Akrog meant no disrespect. Where can they find a hexed brittlebone weapon, though? Oh, there are many places in this jungle. But Cabrax believes he heard the Moonkin's master scrapper, Zaramuk, speak of a brittlebone hideout up north. His name is Zeramak. But good, Akrog will speak to him. Oh, and Chieftain Cabrax. Akrog is not chieftain yet, but he still thanks Cabrax in the name of the tribe. He knows many Bonekin wanted not the Moonkin so close to their shrine, with the hunters and the blood-rot. Cabrax took a risk helping them, and Akrog will not forget it. Look at that! The cub has his sire's silver tongue. No, Akrog means it. Only the Bonekin can do the devouring. If not for Cabrax, Narjak would never find his way into the moonlit river, and Akrog could never be blessed with Narjak's strength. True, true. But Narjak was not only a great chieftain, but also the last firstborn troll. To give him his last rites is a great honor. And as for the fool tusks afraid of catching the blood rot, what they need most is a fat fist to the face. They should know the rot cannot be passed from one troll to another, and be glad the Bonekin were mostly spared.
Now off with Akrog. That tooth will not shape itself.
So be it. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Chieftain Cabrax.
What can he...
All right,
Right.
to the tribe camp.
They should look for Noak too. Let them hope he has done nothing silly.
They will.
What is that?
Nice. So that'll be the shield for Akrog. I think I'll keep this. 20 damage isn't great for a troll, but it'll be a lot less with the shield. So we'll sacrifice it. We have some healing. We'll make up for it.
He is going. What is it that Warrior Nog needs?
Well, he feel foolish to ask.
Just speak.
Well, Tamer Julog, he say anything about Nog?
Like what?
Well, there is no good way to say it. Talag, Julog's trusted one. Nog there when hunters kill him.
Talig. Akrog remembers. That was many moons ago, was it not?
It is true, but Nog still remembers all too clearly. Talag fight like a true warrior, and Nog by his side. But then the hunters get too many, and Nog gets scared and run. He even hear Talag scream as the hunter untusk him and... Well, no matter. Nog want to ask Akrog if Julog would forgive him if he apologized for leaving Talag. Akrog has the gift of spirits, so he can know thoughts of the tribe, no?
Right. Okay. Let's go with this.
I'm sorry. Akrog cannot read thoughts.
No? But he is blessed by Mugwa, and...
All the gift of spirits does is make him sleep badly and hear voices in the wind. But sometimes he wishes he could read thoughts. It would make things easier. Especially now that he is about to be chieftain. Nog should just tell Julog he is sorry after the devouring. Let Julog decide whether to forgive him or not.
Nogsi. Akrog is right. He must ask and hope for the best. Sometimes that is all a troll can do.
Nog speaks true. Now sharp tusks and thick hide. Akrog must prepare the devouring.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Now again, third-person perspective entering this settlement here would be amazing. Look at those iron beaks. Aren't they cute? Just awesome. Love everything about this. Okay, we have some piggies there. Let's go right ahead and talk with everyone.
Akrog is ready. What? Oh, chosen chieftain Elder Grafer. Mugwa prays.
Magua praise.
Hello to Julog too.
Are the beaks well?
Well, most are, but Zekil and Urax starve. Crumb gave them some herbs against hunger, but they are still restless. How goes the devouring? The sooner the Moonkin can move on, the better.
They are still preparing it. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Julog.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Right.
And his
I never
purpose.
really gave any thought to the tusks.
He is strong. He can beat this.
Just look at the portraits. Awesome. They look so much like the design in SpellForce 1. Which makes me super happy. Damn, that's a lot of pain. Again, I never gave any thought to the tusks, even in SpellForce 1, but again, it's a really nice detail. Sets them apart from so many fantasy characters.
Let Akrog.
Ah, Grorek. It is good to see him. Grorek.
Oh, sorry. Chosen chieftain must excuse Grorak.
No need to be excused. But how is Krasik? Is he showing signs of healing?
Not yet, chosen chieftain. Krasik still has a fever, made worse by the blood rot. For now, the old fool slumbers.
Is his sickness so serious?
Rorak hopes not. Shepherd Crumb gave him some herbs to make him sleep.
It is kind of Grorag to watch over Krasik.
It is no trouble. You would do the same for Grorag. Probably.
Right.
A curse on the blood rot. Akrog thinks he has not seen Krasik sleep before.
He looks so peaceful, no? He still farts as much as ever, though. Grorag thinks that must be a good sign.
Let us hope so. Krasik is fortunate to have Grorag here with him. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Grorag thanks the chosen chieftain.
Pigs of the Moonkin. Okay. Oh, right.
What can he do for the tribe?
Talk with everyone, then we'll proceed.
Let Akrog see.
There. How feels he now?
Better. Speak true, Crumb. Warrior Hikrak, he died.
The brittlebone stab stick missed the heart. In a few sundowns, he will walk again.
Good. That. Good.
Elder Grongwar, chosen chieftain Akrog, hunters Aska, Mugwa praise. Crum is glad to see they are back safely.
Mugwa praise. Shepherd Crum, kind soul. How are the wounded?
Not well. Nagak and Tap will not live to see the next sundown. Higrak might mend, or he might not.
Might not. But Crum told him he would be fine.
Sometimes a bit of hope and trust is enough to heal the worst of wounds. What of the devouring? Is it ready?
Almost. The Bonekin need a few more things.
Very well. Let Crum know if he can help.
Tell Akrog, has Crum seen Little Blood? Noak. He seems not to be in the tribe camp.
Strange. No, Crum has seen him not. But he was very upset about their sire the whole day. Poor Noak. He still thought Ken lived forever.
Akrog will see if he can comfort him.
He should. Though this would have happened one day. Kin dies, and there is nothing a troll can do. It is a painful lesson they all must learn. And even though a troll should treat every moonkin as kin, it is no secret that the death of a trusted one or same blood can hurt more.
Either way, they need to find Little Blood. Has Crum any idea where he went?
No, but he is sure he went not far. They should look in the jungle.
All right. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Crum.
Right. I also like how they all give themselves small titles based on their profession and such.
Akrog is listening.
Okay, not the scrapper. Let's talk with Zeramak.
Ah, chieftain back? Good, good. What he need?
This voice actor seems like I've heard him somewhere else. But again, I like his voice a lot. It reminds me of SpellForce 1. I'm just not sure why.
Akrog is chosen chieftain, not chieftain. Not until the devouring has been done.
Ah, chosen chieftain, chosen, chieftain, same thing. Zeramak no good with twisty words, so he call Akrog chieftain like Narjak now. Less head hurt later. A fair choice.
Already love Zeramak.
How are the scrap stocks of the Moonkin? Have the scrappers found enough to make up for what the Moonkin lost during the attack?
Zeramak can speak true?
Always.
Then, no, they not made up. Lost many scrappers that day. Nilak, Pengpek, Dookie. Terrible day for the Moonkin. Terrible day.
Terrible day it was.
But they trying. I, Master Anug, say their brittle-boned battlefield up right from cradle. They have many scrap.
Maybe Zaska can help. He is small and has good eyes. Maybe he can find some.
No, Zaska. Scrappers enough.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so we can shape stuff with Zeramak.
The Moonkin need to craft a tooth. Can Zeramak help with that?
Tooth? For eating?
No. The holy weapon for the devouring. They have the pointy end, they just need a brittlebone pierce stick with hex power. Cabrax said the scrappers found a brittlebone hideout up north.
Ah, the cave, true. It locked, but the scrappers find shiny metal to open it. Here, how it called? A key. The scrappers went in already. Not yet, because there are orcs and other creatures. But Chieftain and Grungmore strong. They can squish them. Maybe they take little Moonblood too? He's so strong.
Maybe. Speaking of Little Blood, has Zeramak seen him?
Bit ago he have, but not now. Maybe he sleep in shelter?
Akrog will look. Either way, they will be back with the brittlebone pierce stick. Zeramak should stay ready.
He will. Oh, and Slig? Best ask now.
The Chosen
Oh,
Chieftain might
yeah.
be able to help Slig, if he has time. Just come and talk to him when he can.
Nice.
Akrog needs Zeramak to shape something. To crush things.
What he need?
Right, so we can crush stuff to get some shaping essence. Let's do it. Awesome. I won't get rid of the hide. Yeah, just one plate. Not that great. Also, let's see. We can shape some new weapons for Akrog. But I think I will explore those ruins before we do get any weapons, just in case we get new ones from loot. Let's see. Get him more constitution, just so he'll be tankier. Zaska, dexterity. And Grungmore. Huh. Let's go with willpower for now. As for abilities, really want to get that life totem level 2. The murky totem. Enfeebled? Yeah, we can wait. Let's see. Sticky tar. Enemies will struggle. Bring back wood. I love this idea of regenerating resources with heroes. But for now... healing. Yeah, let's go maximize healing. Okay, let's get that in order. Yeah, that seems fine. Akrog. Okay, so this buffs his own units? Blocking attacks, or no, let's go with Tribal Bash. Zaska. Yeah, more ingredients. Let's go with that.
Grungwa is here.
No. Let's stop with Slig.
Zeramak said the cave is to the north. And let them keep an eye out for Little Blood.
Trusted one gets used to the chieftain's speak quite quickly.
As he should.
Scrapper Slig Stoutheart. He wanted to speak with Akrog?
It is true, Chosen Chieftain. Slig knows this is a strange time to be asking him for a favor, but Chosen Chieftain Akrog has always been happy to help the Scrappers before.
Yes, it is true. And what sort of help is needed this time?
Oh, the usual. Slig needs to bring back as much scrap as he can, so that he and the Master Scrapper can keep up with the need for weapons, armor, and all that stuff.
He needs Akrog to carry scrap?
No. Just shield Slig while he finds what they need. He gets so carried away with sorting that he would not even hear Mugwa's cub if it came sneaking up behind him. There is a crumbling brittlebone place southeast of here, where Slig might find some lovely scrap. Chosen Chieftain knows where Slig means.
He knows. He was there not so long ago, looking for Mugwa's tears.
Perfect. So, has the Chosen Chieftain time to help Slig, just like in the good old days?
Okay, let's go with yes.
He has not really the time, but he cannot say no to Slig. What is his plan?
Mugwar prays. The Chosen Chieftain is so kind. Slig will meet Chosen Chieftain Akrog outside the Brittlebone ruins. It will not take Slig long to find out what he needs. Hopefully.
It had better not. Akrog will meet Slig there.
All right. He will see him soon.
Let Akrog see.
Okay, he will go there. We'll meet him later on. Damn, this is Noak's hut.
He will
Okay.
lead the way.
We'll meet him later on when we meet Noag.
May Magua guide his hands. At his service.
So in SpellForce 3, the main campaign, and Soul Harvest,
Let Grungwa
picking up all those insect parts and other useless loot was pretty much just useless, just stuff for you to sell, but here you can actually shape it into something.
Nerbok. Akrok here. Oh, chosen chieftain.
Right, so they were already bad-mouthing Akrog. We'll talk to them later. Let's take this out. He's tougher. Let's get the totem. Nice.
What now? More trouble? What is this? Zazka is listening.
What can he do
Nice.
for
I
the
don't think
tribe?
there's anything else here, so let's go on.
Moving now.
Talk with them.
What is the Ibrak, Kutuk? The blood for the tribe for the blood.
Elder Greyfur, chosen chieftain Akrog. The blood for the tribe for the blood. Hunter Zazka.
I Kutuk, I Ibrak. How wonderful to see them.
What are they doing out here? Scouting.
I, Master Anuk, tell them about strange sparkles in the jungle, so they go see.
Is nothing here, though.
Akrog heard them speak about him. Ibrak thinks Nerbok should have been chosen chieftain, and not Akrog.
He must hear wrong.
Well, that is enough to convince Zazka.
Shut up, small tusk, or Ibrak will make ugly face even uglier. Kin harms kin not. Now speak true, or stay silent. What he want Ibrak to say if they heard all?
Let's go with this.
Nothing. But Akrog will say this. He knows he is not as strong as his sire yet, but he will earn the Moonkin's respect.
Ibrak sees.
Good. Now, another question. Strange sparkles. What meant, Anuk?
Ibrak and Kutuk asked themselves the same thing. He say the air wavy, like over a fire.
Gregor, any idea what that could be?
Maybe Hex power. Hard to say.
Green spot mushrooms, maybe. They make the nearby air wavy.
Could be. It is true.
Have they seen Little Blood? Noag. He is not in the tribe camp.
He not? They see someone go through bushes up north, but they think it one of Zaramak's scrappers. Now that Akrog say it, he probably too tall for scrapper.
Tall sounds about right. Let them hope he did nothing foolish. Speaking of I Master Anuk, where is he? He was not in the camp.
East of the cradle with few others. They say Crumb's beaks find nest of araks out there. Good for eating.
What sorts?
Kutuk no sure.
Let them pray to Magua. They are blood fiends, then. Their flesh is the most nourishing.
All right, they will leave now. There are many things to do. Sharp tusks and thick hide, eyes.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Right, so, let's see. These are all ruins, and I'm not sure we can go anywhere else.
Way.
We can explore up there. I'm not sure we can meet Noag before we search the ruins. Keep my eyes out for some loot.
They here?
Noag, quick.
There he is. Go squished, yeah, exactly.
Grunwald is
Already I love him.
My breath is ready. They see Noak strong. He make Eric go squish. He do same for Brittlebone, who kill Sire. All them.
As long as he leaves a handful for Zazka.
Zaska get 5. Noak 5T.
50. Why is Noag out here alone? It is dangerous.
Maybe for old Grumph. No for Noak. He's strong.
He is, but he is also the Moonblood, and the tribe needs him. Hunter Eric was killed by a wild wyvern just a few sundowns ago. What?
Noak not Eric. And tribe like Noak cause he's strong. How he can stay strong if he always hiding in his shelter?
Well, he is right, but still.
It is not about hiding. It is about being strong together with the tribe. It is true, Little Blood can crush many Erics alone, but he will still only be one troll. The Moonkin together, though, they could crush all the Erics on Urgath.
Noak understand. But tribe need be stronger then, lots stronger. So next hunter attack, they will crush them all and build shelter from their bones and feed their flesh to the Moonkin cubs.
Mugwa septic utters Noag. Take a deep breath. The hunters are not here.
But will be. And if Noak been stronger last time, Sire would still be here. And
Oh, Little Blood. Calm. Be calm. It is not his fault Sire is dead.
Is everyone say Noak Moonblood? Noak blessed because he's so strong, but he not. When hunters came, he can do nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
And neither could Akrog, or anyone. Noak is a Moonblood, it is true. But Sire was a First Blood, 10 times stronger than even Nurbok. It is good to grieve kin, and it can be good to be angry. But Little Blood must not let this anger turn into despair. Else he will one day do something bad.
Sire always say the same thing. Big Blood right. Noak sorry. He be calm now.
It's all right, Noag. They all understand. So he just went out here to show the tribe he is strong and to unleash his anger?
No, not only. He needs something from the Eric. It's... how say... guts?
Should Zazka dare to ask why?
It's surprise for Crumple Noak make with Zeramak. Noak can take guts, Big Blood?
Sure, but he will accompany them afterwards. It is better this way.
Let Akrog.
Awesome. So we'll get the Eric
Back
guts.
them. They go back to Zeramak now?
Soon.
Okay, let's get Noak. I just love him. Yeah, so we get some backup. Some huge backup with Noak. So he gets angry. Gets hurt and gets more angry, so... To get focus, he must fight. I think that's it. So heals more when he drinks potions. Not exactly that great. Yeah, let's go with that. And also... healing might help him out later on. And also that. Also strength, just to help with that regeneration, in case we have few, well, troll potions? What was it? Yeah, troll life force potions. Okay, so I think we're stopping for now, and then in our next video we'll explore the ruins, help Slig, and even possibly start the ritual. But this is a pretty large section of the campaign, so let's see. I mean, just look at Noak. Awesome. Can't imagine the size of Narjak. I really wish we could see him. Well, it's unfortunate. But again, I love it. Wish we get to see more firstborns of each race. Well, not the humans, but still. Super interesting. Awesome start to the campaign. Also, the gentler nature of Noak and even Akrog for comforting him might seem out of place for the trolls in SpellForce, but again, they were always, even in SpellForce 1, their naive nature, and I gotta say, kind of cute. Their voices were a bit stupid, but still, it fits really well. So, thanks a lot for watching, leave a like if you did enjoy watching the video, and join me next time. Goodbye.